I will be teaching how to make a Valentine's themed coaster. This is a perfect beginner crochet project, especially if you want to teach your friends or you want to have something for Valentine's Day. So here are the materials you will need. You will need some yarn, and I got this medium weight yarn from Dollar Tree, which is pretty good. It's budget friendly. You will need scissors to cut the yarn later, and you will also need a needle to weave it in and a hook. I used a 5.5 hook since I'm working with medium weight yarn, and fabric adhesive of any color that you like. We're first going to create a slip knot, so hold your yarn like this, and what you're going to do is you're going to create this X shape. So just copy what I'm doing in here, and you're going to twist it to create that X shape, and through the hole on the right side, you're going to put your fingers through there to pull through the tail end. And you're going to create that slip knot, but before you close it up, you get your hook and you put it through the slip knot hole, and you're going to tighten it up just a little bit, but don't make it too tight, since this hook that we're working with is a little bit thick, and we're going to need to have room to make the chains. But if you're working with a thinner hook, that's totally okay, but just be mindful of the type of hook that you're working with. So we're going to be creating chains now using the trail of yarn that leads back to the bundle. We're going to use that. So you're going to leave it on your pointer finger like this. And what you're going to do slowly is you're going to get your hook, put it underneath that yarn, and then you're going to tilt it towards you. So put it under the yarn and then tilt it towards you and pull through one loop. And that is your first chain. Now we're going to repeat that again. We're going to put the hook under the yarn, and we're going to tilt it towards you, and then you're going to pull through one loop. And you're going to be repeating this about 16 more times until we get a total of about 18 chains. Notice as we make a chain, it's like a V shape. So put the hook under the yarn, tilt it towards you, and then pull through one loop. It's a little bit hard with this specific hook that I'm working with. I'm just going to continue until I have a total of 18 chains. So now you should have a total of about 18 chains. Notice in the chains that we made that there is a V shape in each chain. This will be so helpful to know where to place our hook into. We're going to make double crochets across the chains. So what you're going to do first is you're going to wrap your yarn around the hook, and we're going to place our hook in the second V that we see. So you're going to insert it inside that V. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to grab your yarn. So you're going to grab your yarn, and this is the yarn that's coming from the bundle that you have, not from your tail. So you're going to put it on your hook, tilt it towards you, and pull through one loop. And you're going to repeat this again. You're going to put the yarn on the hook, tilt it towards you. So make sure you're going to tilt it towards yourself and pull through two loops. And then you're going to put the yarn on the needle again, tilt it towards you, and pull through two loops. And now you have completed one double crochet. And you're going to repeat this until you reach the very end. So I'm going to go over how to do a double crochet again. So you're going to wrap your yarn around the hook, and you're going to insert it in the V, not the one where you just did, or you're going to be creating two double crochets in one chain. So you're going to place your hook inside the V, the next one. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your yarn on the hook, tilt it towards you, pull through one loop, put the yarn on the hook again, tilt it towards you, pull through 2 loops, and then put the yarn on the hook again, tilt it towards you, and pull through the last 2 remaining loops. And you just created 2 double crochets. So this is what your first row should look like. And so when you reach the very end, what you're going to do is you're going to chain for 1. So you're going to chain 1, and you should do this for every time you reach the end. So chain 1, and then flip over your project, and we're going to be doing double crochets again. You're going to keep going until the very end, and again, every time you reach an end, you're going to do 1 chain. And you're going to keep doing this until you have a total of about 8 rows. So this is what the final product should look like when you finished 8 rows of double crochets. And what we're going to do next is we're just going to cut off the yarn. You can either do this with scissors, or if you have your own crochet supplies to cut it. So I'm just going to grab the yarn, and then I'm going to chain and then pull through, but not completely yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the yarn, and then I'm going to pull it all the way through. Then you will use your needle to weave through. So I'm honestly just weaving through the sides. I'm just weaving downwards. So I will pull the needle all the way through, and then I cut the end with scissors. And this is what it would look like after you cut that part. And I did the same thing for the other tail on the other side. I weaved it and I also cut it. So we finally made the square, and now we're going to add the heart. Using the white adhesive fabric that I showed a while ago, I'm just going to cut a heart shape to stick onto the crochet project. I peel off the tape and I stick it on. And I have finally finished the Valentine's themed coaster. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy your Valentine's weekend. And hopefully this is a fun project that you can teach to your own family and your friends too, especially for people who are a beginner in crochet.